Alright, YouTube, in this video we are going to see how to create this front page using Visual Composer, or you can see it as WP Bakery plugin for WordPress. So this is the front page which we are going to create. In case if you are worrying about the images, to follow along with me, I'll leave the link in the description to follow along. So if you want to know how this wireframe is created, I have a separate tutorial for creating this wireframe using Figma. So it has a link, so in this link you will find all the required images. So I'll leave this link in the description. Fine, let's get started. So this is what we have converted, and this is the WordPress site. So we have banner section, and then we have about us section. So this is a PNG, so this is an image, and we have 3 grids over here, and then comes the masonry type grid. So you can see, and this is another grid type, and finally the third type of grid. So this type of design comes only in the premium side. So we are going to see how to convert the free theme into the premium type of theme. So the theme which I am using is GeneratePress, and the plugin is Visual Composer. You can see it is also known as WP Bakery Page Builder. Now let's get started. Let me create a new page, and not to forget, this is our third episode in the WP Bakery Page Builder plugin. We have already converted 2 pages just like this, so this is going to be the third one. If I show you, this is the first one which we have converted, and this is the first page which we have converted. The video will be available on my playlist, and this is the second which we have converted, and finally we are going to look for the third one. So slightly this is going to be the complicated than the previous 2 one. So let me show you the first 2 pages. By the time, let's just create the home page,
let's follow the roadmap, what it does.
and this I'm going to name it as index 3. Click on publish. So here this is the first one, and this is the second one, and now I will be uploading the third one. Fine, that's alright for the introduction. Now I need no sidebar, so no sidebar. I want the page to have full width, so full width. Click on save. Once the page is updated, get into the full screen, or you can say the live website, just by clicking on the preview. And this is the page looks like. So edit with WP Bakery Page Builder. So the very first thing, I'm going to place all the CSS over here. So again, I'll leave this link in the description, the file for CSS. So I'm placing all the required CSS. Click on save. The first thing, we need to add the grid. So add element, this is going to be row, and we want the row to be full width. By the time, let's just add a column. So click on here. So we have column 50-50, and this is going to have image, or you can say simple image, and let's upload the image. So this is it. I'm going to set this image. I'm clicking on set image. It is getting loaded. And we need heading, text block, and button. So we'll work on it. So the size should be full, and click on save. Now you should see the image on the right side. We got it. Now let's edit this row. So before editing, let's add a inner row. On the inner row, we need a heading, we need text block, and a button. So first we'll get this heading, we turn your furniture. So let's change the text. So I line break over here. So this is going to be the font family of Roboto, and let's make this 400 font weight. Click on save. So this is how it looks. Now we need to add text block. So click on the text block. So let's paste the content, and the class is going to be normal. It does nothing. Let me show you what it does. We just have the font family of Roboto. So that's it. Now finally we need a button. This is the button. Click here. Let the text be view our job or view our work, and let's give the class. So I just given the border radius to the, you can see the button has background color, the border radius, and this button is going to be surrounded with a div, so we have to give a border radius to that as well, or else it won't show up. So that's it. Now let's get the container row and let's edit this, and I want the content to be at the center, so content position should be middle. Click on save, and since we have added inner row, we can work on the margin right of this, which is going to be 50 pixel. Save this, and we want to place these content inside the row. Align it properly, and let's give negative margin to this so that there is less space between the text block and the button. So the first part is done successfully. Now let's work on the second one. Click on this plus button, and we need a row. You can see there is space between the left and the right, so let's add the space between left and right. Edit, and the margin is going to be 50 pixel on left and right. Click on save. Before saving, let's place the content position to the middle. Click on save, and this column is going to be 50-50. So the first one is going to have simple image, so let's set the size to full, and let's change the image. Click on save. Cool. Now we just need a heading and a paragraph, which we can duplicate from here just to save time. Drag this content, and let's see, we need an inner row as well. So just place this content inside the inner row, and the heading as well, and we don't need button. And once this inner row completes, let's create one more inner row. I think it is not possible to have two inner rows, so let's place this outside. And this inner row is going to have column of 3. Click on update. Since we have 3 columns, you can see the heading and the text. So let's add a heading. You can type 645K. Let's work on the font family now. So this is going to be Roboto, and let's have the font family 500 regular. Click on save. Now what we need, let's create another heading, and we'll add this font family as Oswald, and this is going to be light, and let the text be, let's click on save and make the text align center. Click on save, and I think we need to change the font size. So without changing font size, let's make this size 6, and let's make this text align center. And now it's just we need to duplicate the values. Click on copy price, and just drag this. And get the inner row and give the negative margin. Click on save. Let's see, I think we need a bit more negative margin. Cool. So we have completed the second section as well. Now let's work on the third section. Here it is going to be slightly complicated because you have to understand this is 60% and this is 40%. So for that we have to choose the column accordingly. So it does not come with predefined, we have to make it in such a way that, before that let me make this margin left and right 50 pixel. Click on save. Now let's edit the column. So we want 40% and 60%. So now you can see. So let's add a margin top as well so that we get some space. Cool. Now you can see, let's first create this. We need a row, and this row is going to have 2 columns. Click on update, and the first one is going to have the simple image, and let the size be full. Once you click on save changes, you should see the image. So actually the size is, we need to make it full. Click on save changes, and now you see there is some gap over here. To get rid of the gap, we need to add a class so that we uniquely target the image, and we are going to remove the padding. So let me show you. I have added the class custom grid, and inside the custom grid we have a simple image, and I have removed the margin bottom, and to get rid of the left and right padding, I have chosen the VC column inner, and I have removed the padding. So that's cool. Now we need to add the heading and the para. So let me make a duplicate of this and a duplicate of this as well. Just drag this and place it inside the column. The same way, drag it. Now edit the column, and on the content position we have to make this middle. Click on save so that it horizontally stacks. And again over here middle, let me decrease the space, or I'm using the same content, and let me align it center, And then let's edit this and give content and make a text line center and normal para, you know what it does. And let's add the padding left and right 20 and cool. So what we can do is we can make a duplicate of this, click on copy and just change the position. And let's change the image as well. So this is blue image. Save changes. So let's update. So I think we have made a mistake. This should come inside. Let's get the and place it over here. Let's delete this and create it again. We have to carefully make this. By the time, let's add let's edit this row. So instead of directly editing this, we'll add a inner row. And let's give the inner row height with the help of class. So we have given the height of 400 pixel. So now we can add the image as a background. This one. And let me make this cover. So if you see, we have not used the simple image, but we have used the background. Now let's try to make a duplicate of this inner row. And cool. Now let's change the column and let's change the image. Let's click on save. Now click on update. Now let's see whether we could see this in the output. Everything seems working fine. Now we just need to add text block, and this text block is going to have a heading. The heading is going to be h6 and this is going to be the text. And just to give the background color white and padding, I'm placing this class. And let's edit this row and make the content middle. Click on save, update, and let's check the final output. Index 3 is the one. So this column is slightly bigger and the position is also not right. So in case if that is the case for you as well, you just rearrange the position and click on update. I have just rearranged the position and clicked on update. Now if I refresh, everything seems to be working fine. The thing is, what we have made mistake is the custom grid should come to the inner row. Now if I refresh, let me remove wherever we have added custom grid. So that is causing the removal of padding. I have removed it. Fine. Now the custom grid we need to apply only to this grid, so that removes the padding. Or instead of giving the parent row, why don't we give this to child row, that is inner row, so that only the inner row image effects get affected. And I think we have completed the second part as well. The second grid. Cool. Now let's work on the third grid, which is this one, which is very easy. The same way, click on row. Let's edit this row. Top I need 50 pixel, on left and right I need 50 pixel margin, and I want the column to be, if I show you, it is going to be 1/3 and very easy, 4/6, 1/3 and 4/6. Click on update. And in case if you are wondering how do I get 1/3, so I want 40%. so in this grid, which looks like 40%, this does looks like 40%, so I'll choose this 1/3, and the remaining part is over here 4/6, so that makes 40 and 60. Now let's add the image. And the image is going to be this one. Set it to full width. So in case if you are wondering what are the options: thumbnail, medium, large, full. And to remove the margin and padding, let's add custom grid as here as well. And now we just need to add let's add first inner row, and then just drag and paste all the required content. Let's make a copy of this, and let's make a copy of this. Let's drag this and paste it inside inner row. The same way, let's drag this and paste it inside inner row, and let's edit this row so that whatever the content is appears in the middle portion, so it's just a vertical align center. And finally we need a button, so we can get this button from here. Get a copy of this, just alt and just drag this and place it here, and we need this to be at the center, so select the button and give the text align center. Click on save change. There seems to be a problem. Let it be inline. We'll make the internal CSS center, so get into the shiny button and let's give text align center, important. Click on save. Or let's give a class text center, and we'll edit this class. We'll remove the thing what we have added, so that, and place this. Now let's check. In case if that doesn't work, get into the inspect section, and let's choose this. So I'm going to give this style. So let's get to this, and we have created text center, and just place this. Click on save, click on update. Let's refresh again. Let's try to give important. Click on save, and now here you go. And we just need to make a duplicate of this. Let's give negative margin so that it aligns with the so this does looks good in the final output. So let's make a copy of this row, copy, and we need to rename the change the alignment of column. Just drag the column, just change the image, and finally the gallery section. Pixel top and left and right. Click on save. Let's drag the content, these two content, copy. Fine, I've just copy pasted it. So I want the padding to be slightly larger, so I'm giving 100% on both the sides. Now let's have an inner row, and this row is going to have 3 columns. Click on update. And over here let's keep the class custom grid, so that we remove map padding and margin for the image. Let's fill the image. So this image, click on, before clicking on save, let's make this full. So let's make a copy of this and place this on the remaining 2 column. Cool. Now make a copy of this row. You just have to change the images, that's it. So we have completed the whole front page. So let's see how does it looks. Banner section, about us section, so slightly masonry grid section, and I think 120 is affecting now. Let me change the let's give just 60 and 60 each. And we have our gallery. Just have to change the text. So now let's click on update, and let's refresh and show you, and you could see the button is at the right place.